teachings of L. Ron Hubbard are taught outside the church.
Now they're suddenly saying, I still believe in Hubbard, I still believe in the technology, but I don't want to have anything to do with the Church of Scientology anymore. I'm now an independent.
Marty had found his place in the world. He started to blog, telling people he was practicing Scientology independently.
I've been overtly practicing for 3 years, and dozens upon dozens of people have followed my lead around the world. Interestingly, more and more people are practicing Scientology in the comfort of their homes. You know, people are doing it. It's beginning to burgeon. You know, the future ain't coming from the church. I mean, the church has become a butt of jokes. The future is coming from us.
His blog has become a rallying point for people who, perhaps like myself, who still, you know, believe in a lot of the aspects of Scientology and believe in its efficacy. The initial target is probably to break the monopoly and make it possible for people to practice freely whatever they want.
The Church of Scientology treats the free zoners as dangerous heretics. They're not even allowed to call themselves Scientologists.
The whole basis of Scientology is that you follow L. Ron Hubbard's processes to the letter. And it was L. Ron Hubbard who grew this organization.
Hubbard really wanted people doing what he said Scientology was. And eventually writing a policy letter called Keeping Scientology Working, which specifically, you know, said that if you're not doing Scientology exactly as I say to do it, you're not doing it right at all, and you're dooming yourself and all of mankind to, you know, an eternity of hell and damnation. Hubbard was trying to protect his trademarks. Hubbard was trying to protect his income, right? Because to him, Scientology was all about making money. He's not making any money from those guys. So he wanted to do everything he could to invalidate and destroy those groups as quickly as possible. And Hubbard compared them to, you know, going off and, you know, gathering nuts. You know, they're just useless activities.
So to leave that organization and say you're going to practice Scientology away from it, the church just considers anybody that does that a heretic, or in their word, a squirrel.
A group calling themselves the Squirrel Busters have descended on Marty Rathbun's sleepy seaside town.
Come on, Marty. Got anything to say? You can't even defend yourself on this, can you?
What's your name?
I gave you my name, Marty.
What's your name?
Marty, I gave you my name. Now let's go take a look at a folder.
What's your name?
Why don't you answer his question?
What's your name?
Marty, let's take a look at a folder. You can't touch him, Marty.
What's your name?
Come on, Marty. Go get me your meter. You're squirreling, and we would like to
What's
see
your
that
name,
bring to an
please?
end. The Squirrel Busters were trusted, high-level Scientology members, organized by the Office of Special Affairs, the propaganda and dirty tricks arm of the Church of Scientology, sent down to get in my face and to make my life a living hell.
You're interrupting the delivery of Scientology, which is...
Marty, you don't deliver Scientology and haven't for years.
Orders.
I've been reading your blogs, Marty. There's just no way you're delivering anything to do with Scientology.
All right, I've got you guys now. Now leave. And don't come back.
You know, they have a whole camera crew, and people dressed up with shirts with my face and blazoned on it with a international strikeout symbol across it.
I told you to leave. Get out of here.
Oh, no, I'm leaving.
Beat it. Now, who's busting who?
Marty, you're the one who's busted because you're the squirrel. And they told me they were going to be there for as long as it takes. I know exactly what that means, and that's David Miscavige language. That means until I am busted financially and penniless.
You guys going to stick around here?
Yeah, Marty, we're here for weeks and weeks.
As long as it takes.
And then after that day, it was just every day for almost 200 days. They were just always in our face.
5 cameras. There's 1, there's 2 on the head, there's 3 with Ralph, there's 4 with Bart,
We've
and
just
there's
discovered that
5
Marty
on
and his
Bart's
wife
head. He's got
Mosey-
a...
They were telling people they were making a documentary as a cover, but they would go out there and just say the most salacious things about myself and my wife.
Marty has no regard for Mosey as a woman. We know that from the type of sex toys in his collection. Strange, because the Weather Channel has not called for any rain just here at the Squirrel Shack. That black cloud that followed Marty around is finally caught up with him.
Like this freaking rainforest in the courtyard. And they've come down anyway with stupid ponchos on and leave 100 degrees out there.
I'm Joanne, and this is Steve. We're the Squirrel Busters. Behind us is the squirrel himself, Marty Rathbun. Take it good look at the Squirrel Marty. It's like all things Marty. We can't even make that go right.
I think Marty's better than we are.
Marty. Come on, get wet. We love it. Woohoo. This is all things Marty. Woo! The squirrel himself. How you doing, Mr. Squirrel? How are you doing, Mr. Squirrel?